Hey, what's going on? So I'm here with Andy Walker from Stryker Digital. He's been a client for the past like 6 months or so. Just wanted to hop on here, talk about like progress and results so far. So Andy, why don't you kind of just talk about like what you guys do and kind of like who you guys help specifically?
Yep. So we're Stryker Digital, and our primary target customer is a home service business. So you can think of anybody that comes to your house to provide a service, whether it's a roofer, plumber, HVAC
Yeah.
company, landscaping. Those are our target customers. And then we do local lead generation for them. So it ranges from primarily most of our business is local SEO for them, but we do Google Ads
Mhm.
management, Facebook Ads management for a lot of them. But we've been doing it for just over 2 years now, and having fun doing it.
Yeah, man. It seems like you guys are having a blast. But what was kind of like for you guys? Because I know you tried different things. Like, what was kind of the biggest problem you were trying to solve, like by like posting content?
Yeah, so we really had a concentration risk problem, which was we primarily sourced all of our
Mhm.
clients from one platform. And you don't necessarily want your business to be reliant on one customer acquisition source, right? That's how you
Yeah.
get crushed if something changes. The account gets hacked, you're done
Yeah.
for, right? So YouTube was the obvious one for us because, I mean, like you don't, anybody watching this should know that like YouTube, if you have a large audience that watches long form
Yeah.
content of yours, they trust you, and you can even think about listen to a podcast or something that like you tend to trust people when you watch their long form content, and you can get your point through, you can show your value and everything like that through longer form content.
Yeah, it's such a good point because like you can do real well on like LinkedIn and like Twitter and stuff, but you can only get so far by just like typing stuff out and just having people like read like your text posts.
Yep, exactly.
And I think we've like talked about this a little bit in the past. Like, what did you guys like try before? Because you mentioned like concentration risk. Like, what did you like actually like go out there and like try to do to like get clients or leads like that way?
Yeah, so content, tried to post on LinkedIn was one. A
Yeah.
lot of our guys don't hang out there. And then
Yeah.
I did have there was a YouTube channel that existed with
Yeah.
videos on it, but there wasn't much traction at all. And it
Yeah.
was really low quality Loom videos with a bad mic
Mhm.
on YouTube. And honestly, that was really it because we were just experiencing growth through one section, but I was trying to look out way further ahead and, what are the major risks to our business for potential future growth. And it was that we were limited to customer acquisition in one place. So we tried some short form content, just editing of my own on CapCut, not very
Got
good. The Loom videos, low quality, bad mic, no editing at all, a lot of
it.
ums and ahs throughout the whole process.
Yeah, I feel you. And did you guys get like any results from that or any traction, or were you just like kind of posting posts?
Yeah, like no traction at all. Maybe one customer came from it, but that's about it.
Gotcha. And now, I mean, I guess yeah, I think it's like 5 or 6 months in. Like, how's everything looking so far? I guess from like a lead standpoint and like closed deals wise.
Yeah, so there's a lot that's a positive about it. And one of the things that I think is going to be overlooked, like I'll talk about the leads that the business generated,
Yeah.
but what I think is overlooked by a lot of people is that your YouTube is just a sales asset on its own. When you
Yeah.
have a YouTube channel, like you just simply have a YouTube channel with a lot of content, good thumbnails, high quality editing, it just
Yeah.
is as professionalism to your brand. So
Yeah.
simply just when you're selling an offer to cold traffic and they see that they look you up and they find a YouTube channel, like, oh, this has 1,000 subscribers. Like these guys get a lot of views. This
Mhm.
looks really professional. Like you just look really buttoned up and put together from that standpoint.
Yeah.
So like that's just one aspect of it. But then the actual content creation, the leads generated from it, which is something that you helped me out with a lot when we first started working together. I was just doing some real talking head content. It was just like me talking to the camera,
Mhm.
just like talking about a topic, and it'd be like a 4 minute video. And they weren't bad, but they weren't going
Yeah.
to generate new business. It was just like an okay thing. You're kind of just doing it as a hobby, those kind of things. And you're like,
Mhm.
you pointed out to me, so this is more in the bottom of your funnel, right? Like most of these people are finding you from different places, and then
Yeah.
they're getting to the YouTube channel. So they want to see like more high value content and things like that. So you pushed me in a different direction with content as well. And then once we made that change, once I was recording over the Gamma Docs and like dropping a lot more value that instead of just talking
Yeah.
is a lot more engaging as well,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And based off of the watch duration, it's more engaging.
Yeah.
But that was a difference for lead generation for us from YouTube. And the nice thing that we see is that when people book through a call through our YouTube channel, they're pretty
Yeah.
warm. They're pretty warm at that point. You know, if they've watched a couple of videos, so like we had a couple people come through the YouTube channel they actually found us on the YouTube channel, but then they just paid us in full for like 6 months from from a lead from a YouTube channel, which you never talked to. And it's just cool because you create content once, and some of that content that we did like 3 or 4 months ago is ripping right now. It's still ripping, which is really cool.
Yeah, and it was cool to see like the like you mentioned, like posting more like Gamma Doc stuff, because you'd think that like in some niches like that might not resonate, but like those are like performing like best for you right now as well. So just like about like what your audience likes and like finding stuff that resonates with them, and they like the SEO sauce. So
yeah, and for us it's just like this is probably for anybody, like there's just so much basic content out there. And then when you think about what do I want to watch, you know, what interests me, and that'll like the view count might be lesser, right? But the quality of viewer is probably going to be higher with that content. If you're an agency owner and you're trying to get clients, you know, you want the better clients, you know, you don't want the bottom feeders.
And then I guess like from an overall like process or like service delivery like standpoint, like how's everything been on that end?
Oh, super simple. I mean, the process is really easy. It's just up to me to do the recording and make the time for it. I'm the biggest bottleneck and all of it, but it's super easy because I mean, the process is I record, then I just drop them into a Google Drive, and then on Friday it's all done. It's all perfect, and I just upload it. And then one of the nice things is that I literally don't even pre-check the videos. I just upload them. I don't watch them. Once I upload them, I might click through it and watch it a little bit, but like I don't have to. You know, you have enough like quality analysis that I don't have to watch anything. It's just correct, which is really nice, because there's nothing worse than having to like send things back and go back and forth and whatnot.
And then from the from like the process as a whole, or just like, you know, the service as a whole, like what kind of stands out to you the most?
Really, like one, the quality, because like the quality of editing, because I get a lot of people that watch your videos. Who does that editing? How do you do this? Do you do that yourself? Like they think I do it, and they think I'm a magician because I do it. So the quality of editing, and then it's just like super easy to work together. You know, like I know what I need to do, you know what you need to do, and like there is almost like just very minimal communication at all. Because you know, like if you're watching this, you're gonna work with Braden, you have to realize that everything is on, like he's going to do the editing and give you all the guidance and everything you need and help you with the scripts and whatnot, but it's on you. Like your outcomes are really on you.
Yeah, exactly. You'll maybe just get an occasional Slack message that asks if you like recorded anything, but that's about it.
Yep.
And then last one is just like what would you say to someone kind of on the fence about like working with us?
Yeah, so I already refer people all the time whenever they come about. Initially when you're doing this, it's going to feel like an expense, right? Because you're just not going to post a YouTube video and all of a sudden you're going to have 20 clients come to your door. So you have to adopt that mentality for yourself, that this is a long-term game. You know, you're going to do this for a while. I expect when we started together, I told Braden, I'm like, I'm in this for 12 to 24 months straight through, you know, like, because that's literally what it's going to take. So like, because there's nothing like Braden's service is excellent, top tier, 100% perfect, like no complaints at all. You just have to make sure you're the one, you got to control yourself. You know, you got to put in the work alongside him as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And that's kind of like all I got for you. I appreciate you hopping on.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for having me.